straight from the airport to a record fair, Crispin's fair, or Crispin's shop, I guess. And I think there was maybe 1 hour, or not even actually half an hour before it was closing, so it was a bit of a race against time, which is often how I found some of my favorite records, actually, when the shop is just about to close. And picked up a few bits, and the first one that I found is this gemma, I believe it's pronounced, which is Norwegian, which is what I really wanted to find, at least one Norwegian record. I mean, I would say fusion, jazz, 80s, 86, 5-piece, and the sound is very cool. I think I listened to maybe 30 seconds of each track really quickly, and it's one of these records where the sound, you know, sometimes I dig and you need to listen to the whole song before you can buy it. Often there's only one song on a record, but this is one of them. Sometimes I find records where you just drop the needle and just from 10 or 15, 30 seconds, you know, and then you go next. Yep, that sounds cool, that sounds cool. So this was one of those, and I would, to describe the sound, yeah, fusion, but with a slightly edgier feel, not too noodly. Has like driving bass all the way through. It has a little bit of a darker touch to it. Very cool, yeah. Very excited to actually listen to the rest of the record. And the second one I wanted to speak about was actually a recommendation from one of the guys who was selling records at the fair. Creation of the Gods, and it looks like a gospel record, Rufus Harley. It's got psychedelic touches to it. I would say it's probably more on the jazz side. But when he handed it to me, he said, there's some bagpipes. And I was like, wow, bagpipes. I never, heard bagpipes on a record. I know what, of course, they sound like, and in fact, when I first thought about it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be horrible, bagpipes. I'm very narrow-minded with instruments that I guess I don't know so well. And I thought, okay, let's see what it's got. And there's one jam on here, which I call it a jam because it really does feel just like a jam from start to finish. They're jamming bagpipes and organ. And it doesn't sound at all like a gospel record, but it clearly is based on the descriptions, the writing on the back, even the titles. But yeah, really cool. So organ and bagpipes, quite soulful too. But yeah, in probably 40 minutes, found a few bits, and yeah, happy.